This is where I'm from, this is where it started. This is what becomes of the broken-hearted. This is going out to those...
Oh, hey, bonjour. Niemand Nishnaabemdaa Noongo. Miigwach gonna wabin meg. Ow, nishke. Gego. Gui kwedjmin. Ow. Apisheat jishi bans. Apisheat jishi bans. Apisheat oh. Binje makuk. Binje makuk. Ja, jishi bans. Ow. Apisheat jishi bans. Name makuk. Name makuk, ja. Jishi bans. Oh. Apisheat jishi bans. Agwe makuk. Agwe makuk. Ja, jishi bans. Oh, gelbe basic. Apisheat jishi bans. Gjimakuk. Gjimakuk. Ja, jishi bans. Game. So this week we just reviewed some of the stuff we've been doing in the past week or two, and one of them was the so-called diminutive ending. That's when you're talking about a small noun. So an example of that is shishibans. Shishibans. G-sheep is a duck. Shishibans is a little duck or a small duck. Shishibans. So this works for all sorts of nouns like makuk. This is actually kind of a small one, so we would call it makukons. Makukons, a small box. Makwa is a bear. You can say makons for a little bear or a baby bear. So that's the diminutive ending. It's when you're talking about a small thing. It ends in that nasal N with an S, like ans or ons or es. Depends on the word. It'll be a different ending, but it's always got that nasal N. Ans, es, ons, that sort of thing. Now? Now. So we also reviewed the pejorative ending. That's the ish, the sh ending. When you're talking about something kind of like saying it's bad or no good. So, me maba nagaj shish. My bad little cat. Gaj shish. So it's got the ish ending, but it's also used as a term of endearment. So I call her Gosh Gash-ish, even though she's bad, but I love her. And she doesn't love me as much. And she doesn't like to be picked up or go on TV. Okay, kitty. Gosh Gash-ish can be that bad cat or that cute little cat sort of thing. So that's the pejorative ending, ends in ish, gosh shish, nin wish, daub on ish, all sorts of ways you can use it. We also talked about possessive forms, and that's when you're talking about mine or yours or his or hers, that sort of thing. So a hat, I would say nwilquan, my hat, nwilquan. If it was your hat, you would say gwilquan, your hat, gwilquan. Nwilquan, gwilquan. So we'll just add a couple more. So let's say this is the noun. For mine, for me, whoops, neen, neen, mine. There's just a ne or an n on the front. Nwilquan, nwilquan. Now, if we want to talk about ours, our hat. So ours, it would be nwilquan inon or iminon. Sometimes they have the im, sometimes they don't, but we'll use it this time. Whoops. Nwilquan iminon would be our hat. Ours, but not yours. As you know, there's two different us in Nishnaabemdaa. There's the one that includes the person you're talking to, and the one that doesn't include the person you're talking to. So when it doesn't include them, there's ne on the front. So you can remember that like ne, neen, me. And if it does include the person you're talking to, there's ge. So it's like ge as in geen, that sort of thing. So gwilquan iminon would be our hat. Our hat. Ours including you. Now? Now I'll just add that if you're talking about plural things, so gwil kwa nimanon would be our hat. If I wanted to say our hats, all you gotta do is add ig on the end. So gwil kwa nimanonig is our hats. Or what else? Gajima nimanonig, our boats. So that's the inclusive form with the get on the front, as you remember. If it doesn't include you, I would say nawil kwa nimanonig, our hats, ours but not yours. There you go. So that all you do is add ig if there's plural objects. So you might have heard people say nimishom sananig or nokmisananig, talking about our grandmothers and our grandfathers. So that's the ending there that you might recognize. Now. So what we've been doing on the radio show these days on Fridays is reviewing some of the basic things you say to people when you meet them. So last week was Anish Ejnakazian, what's your name? And another thing you might want to ask somebody is, how are you? Around here we say Anish Ejbmadzian. Anish Ejbmadzian. To spell it out fully, it would be Anish Ejbmadzian. Anish Ejbmadzian. But the way we speak around here, it sounds more like Anish Ejbmadzian. It's kind of hard to hear everything all jammed in there. But it's Anish Ejbmadzian. How are you? More literally, how is your life? B'madze means he or she lives. When you say Ejbmadzian, it's like the way in which you are living. So you're kind of asking someone, how's your life? It's a pretty heartfelt question, maybe. Anish Ejbmadzian. And to reply to that, you could say Niminopmadis. Niminopmadis or Niminobmadis. And that means my life is good. B'madze, as you know, he or she lives. Minobmadze is like living good, well. And ne on the front is I'm doing that. Niminobmadis. My life is good. I'm living well. People also say Anish Ejayayan. Anish Ejayayan. And that means how are you? Like, kind of more literally, how are you? Anish Ejbmadzian is asking, like, how's your life? How you doing? Anish Ejayayan, kind of the same question, how are you? And people use that more frequently in other places. So you can use either or. Gin goa. Anish Ejbmadzian, mage Anish Ejayayan means how are you? And to reply to Anish Ejayayan, you could say Niminoya. 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 That means I'm good. Now, Misa Iu Nongom, Miigwach Gunawab de Meg, Nishnaabemdaa Noongo.
It's going out to those that parted from a life so young it was barely started. This is going out to the mamas crying 'cause the sun's gone.